Welcome back to the Boosted Adrenaline Motorsports YouTube channel. It has been a hot minute, and this place right here I've not seen in a few months, it seems like. So I guess it's time to get to work. Wintertime shenanigans have to start now in order to be able to be racing in April. So got quite a bit of work to do this wintertime, so we're going to go ahead and show you guys what we got going on, what's in the shop, and get to it. We'll have you guys tag along with us as we go about it. All right, so got us a new little ripper here. Got a little Polaris XCR 600. I was told I had a little bit of work done to it. Not necessarily sure exactly what's going on. Give you guys a nice little triple there. So when I first got it, everything seemed pretty good on it for the most part. Started up fine, everything ran good when I was there. But then when I got home, it was bogging down real hard. So went the easy route. It sat all winter time, or I'm sorry, it sat all year in the summer and everything. And so there was a fuel filter here, and I just took that off. Seemed pretty plugged up, going to the carbs. So I didn't have a filter with me, so I just put this little T-nipple in here and started up, ran around the yard, ripping way better now. So what I'm gonna do today for this guy is we're gonna go ahead and I got some filters, so we're gonna put an actual filter there. We're just gonna do a little once over, probably do a little rip in the yard, see if it's doing anything. Make sure it's running strong still. We don't have any snow on the ground, so that kind of sucks, but at least we'll be ready when the snow does come. So that's kind of product number one today. As you can see, the shop is like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag here. The dually takes up literally every bit of room, extra room we have. So luckily for the dually, I think we're good here. I haven't started it up in a while, so let's grab the keys and give her an old cold start. Make sure she still runs good. I keep the shop heated in the wintertime, so ideally it wants to start right up. Oh yeah. Had a little bit of a hard start there, but not too bad. Go ahead and open up the doors a little bit. Perfect. It's almost nice enough for me to want to get this thing out, but I'm not going to. Still too much salt on the roads for all that. Perfect. Like I said, figure we just give her a nice little quick start there. All right, so this is the filter. It's a little guy. I'm gonna put that filter on there real quick. Should be good. And then we'll, after that, we'll probably work on the Blazer. Blazer's good for the year, for the most part. The last race, the only thing that we had a little bit of an issue with the Blazer, and it was only on one pass, and after that we never made another pass, was according to Tanner, it didn't shift into third gear. So I'm not sure if there's an issue there, or maybe it was just an adjustment thing. So we're gonna look at that. And then the other thing that we have going on here is, I'll have to pull the hood off to show you guys this, but well, I'll show you Courtney's truck. So we had an issue with the Blazer's valve covers. They were kind of the old valve covers for a different style head. They didn't seal very well. They were kind of a pain in the butt. And then one of the bungs was stripped out for the catch cans. And so what we did is we stole them off Courtney's truck, And so what we are doing is we're going to put those ones back on here today. And then we got us a new set of Texas Speed billet valve covers. So we got us the newbies here. So we're gonna go ahead and put those on the Blazer as well today. So these things are pretty nice for the money. They're on sale on the Black Friday deal, so I think they're only like 260 bucks or something like that. But they've obviously got your oil port here, and then they come with all threaded bungs for your dash 10 lines for your catch can, and it comes with all the fittings as well. So everything that you guys need to throw these on. New bolts, got your filler cap there, and then if I can get these things out of here, got your threaded AM line or dash 10 bungs as well. So pretty nice setup, and it does come with new gaskets and everything. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get those thrown in there today. And then really, I think that's gonna button up the Blazer. I don't think there's much work left to do on that. It needs a nice little spit shine. You can see it's still pretty dirty from the racing we did this year with it, but you know, this thing is just it's just kind of a workhorse. It does its job. It's nothing crazy. It is about 4,300 pounds for those of you guys who, you know, wonder if it's all stripped out. It is gutted pretty good on the inside, but it's got a lot of weight to it. So it's all factory metal outside of the hood. It's got mirrors on it, full cage, all tied into the frame rails. And so it is still pretty stout for what it is. Like I said, it's about 4,300 pounds without a body in it. So with the body in it, you know, Tanner, 4,450, 4,500, me 4,600. So it's it does well for what it is. I mean, this year it ran a 4.0 was its best time, and I was on. Still have an issue with the rear end, so I'll pop in some videos right here. To you know, pull the whole truck up. So a couple wintertime upgrades, obviously the valve covers, and I think we're going to go ahead and throw 2 new shocks on the rear and get them a little longer, so that way we have a little more adjustability with that. Outside of that, those things ready to rock. So we'll show you guys some of the stuff underneath the hood, what we're going to be doing, and get those valve covers swapped over. My wife's truck this wintertime, we got quite a bit to do to it, to be honest. End of last year, we had a motor issues. Actually, in 2024, we had a motor issue. So beginning of this year, 2025, we actually did put a new motor in it. So this is a fresh motor. Everything is fresh. This is a 6-liter turbo, 76 millimeter. Good turbo for this combo. But we got a few things to do. We got to throw valve covers back on. This has kind of been our parts robbing, so I got to throw the IX valve back on here. We have the blow-off valve. It is somewhere around here. The blow-off valve is still here, but I've got to get a new clamp for it, because I took that off to put on a Blazer. And then I think that covers the engine stuff. And then in the rear, we had a fuel cell underneath of it, but the way that it was venting, it was kind of a pain in the butt to fill it in this factory location. And so we pulled it out, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna mount it in the bed of the truck. As you guys can see, the bed has just been a catch-all. So got a spare LS back there, got some chairs, got some bumpers, all kinds of junk. So we're gonna get this thing pushed out, get the bed of it cleaned out, put the fuel cell back in it, and I think we should be good. It's on E85, so all the pump and everything's underneath the truck. So I should be able to just run some new lines to the bed, get that thing mounted up, be good to go. Inside this thing's Superman. If you guys, I haven't really showed you guys too deep of this truck yet, and we'll get into it later, but get more of that. Here's all my wiring schematics for my race truck. So yeah, that's kind of the goal for this truck. And then the last thing is the race truck. Race truck's pretty good. Not much going on here. We have to, one of the things we're gonna do probably today, I've got to order a new belt, because I don't know if you guys can see that. Definitely looks like it's got some heat marks in it, and I have noticed it's been smoking a little bit. And if you guys look down, well, it's gonna be kind of hard for you guys to see. There's a tensioner on these. This is comp cam setup, and it's there's a tensioner on there, and we think the tensioner took a crap. We don't want this belt to snap, because the belt snaps, everything up here is also snapping or bending or doing whatever it wants to do. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the fuel pump off, pull the bracket off, gotta pull the balancer off, and then we'll get that pulled out. That pulley is on back order right now, and so I'm hoping to pull it off, figure out what bearings are in it, and ideally just pull the bearings out, put new end. So that's really the only fix we gotta do this year so far, which is good. Motor-wise, everything's healthy, front end's good, rear end's good, and then we come down to this beast. So the transmission we had a bunch of issues with at the end of the year. It was blowing fluid out literally everywhere, and myself and Willie Bursley, sorry Willie if I'm butchering your last name there. Anyways, we went ahead and went through the Bruno and the Lenco, found out there was a few issues with the cooler side line. There was no filter on it. There was just several things that we found out that was an issue. And so we went and fixed those, put it back together, put the right amount of fluid in it. And as of right now, everything seems to be much better. It's not blowing fluid out. I've got it up on the brake a couple times, and so far it's been good so far. So we'll see. It really doesn't tell me a lot until I let off the button. And with the weather the way it is right now, and as soupy as it is, just don't have time to do it yet. So outside of that, got to powder coat some tubes. We're going to do that this winter. Inside of the cab's good to go. I am going to replace the windshield, because the windshield's the old one from the old truck, and it's all cracked in certain spots, and it's kind of dingy looking. So we're going to put a new windshield in it. We're also putting new glass in the doors. When I say glass, it's optic armor. So again, these are all the old windows from the old truck. So I've got a new sheet of that right here. So we're gonna have to pull these back out. We'll get them cut, or we'll trace them, then cut it out with the new stuff, re-drill our holes, we good to go. Powder coat the wheelie bar, that needs to be done. And then the only other thing that we have major left to do is the front end. It goes to Mitch Bosch on in January, first week of January, get the front end clip mounted. So we'll have a front end. I hate the fact that it doesn't, by the way, but if you guys can see, the exhaust is above the body line on the bottom, and so we're gonna have to do some cutting, and we just didn't have time at the time to get it all cut, and get it dialed in. So by end of January or so, this thing will be 100% full bodied, which will make me extremely happy. So enough talking. You guys know what we're doing. We're going to head and get you guys to tag along with us as we get some of these things dialed in today. And let me know in the comments what else you guys want to see. Let's get after it. All right. Excuse me. Filter's on. Pain in the butt, by the way. Had a hard time starting it up, had a bunch of air in the system, so hopefully be able to start now. A little bit of exhaust leak right there, no big deal. Alright, we'll take it for a little rip. Had one hand this year. Alright. Kind of hard to film with one hand on this thing, but she is a ripper. Pretty quick for what it is. Like I said, this guy who owned it before me, well actually back in 2010, said that he put some engine work into it. Supposedly he used to race it. Not sure how much he raced it, but seems pretty good to me. So we'll just wait for the next snow to come, because right now it's definitely not snowing, and see what she does in some powder. Again, all my buddies have one. I told myself I wasn't going to buy one this year, but then they went out a few times and I'm like, dang it, missing out on some fun. So got me a little ditch banger. We'll probably do something stupid to hurt this thing, but it's all in the fun, right? So ride number one, good to go. All right, snowmobile's buttoned up. Now we're gonna move on to the Blazer. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and pull the valve covers off of this one. We'll swap them out with valve covers, the Tech Speed ones that we got. For those of you guys who don't know what this is a 408 cubic inch LS, air to water intercooler, Bosch 210 injectors, stock heads, good valve train, good bottom end, single turbo, 94-104 VS Racing, twin 66 millimeter wastegates. Way too much gate for this setup, but that's what I had on the shelf, so I just used what I had. And then we have a single blow-off valve here. But yeah, honestly, pretty straightforward setup, nothing crazy here. Turbo 400 behind it, built by Jonathan Capizzi out of Michigan. Fantastic builder. So far, been an amazing machine. Been an amazing transmission, sorry. And then it's got an SCS transfer case, 9-inch rear end, Dana 44 front. Pretty standard stuff, just works well. So we'll go ahead and get after it. All right, good to go. Fresh valve covers on. I'll be able to get the other one back on Courtney's truck here in a little bit. Go ahead and give this thing a nice little start up, make sure there's no leaks or anything crazy. Oops. Tanner's gonna see this and shake his head, I can already tell. All right. Haven't started this thing for a couple months, so we'll see how she cranks over here. Don't worry about the EGTs. The power wire, you see it hanging on there, came off So they're reading all kinds of goofy right now. Shoot, buddy, man, I love this thing. Old trusty dude, just starts right up every time. Starter sounds like it's getting a little weak, but that's all right. Sounds good, ready to rock. So like I said, what we'll do is, one thing I forgot about is this power steering pump, or stop, the whole reservoir here is leaking. I got to figure out where it's leaking from. So may just go ahead and pop a new one on it. They're easy enough to do. So nonetheless, got to worry about this. Just double check transmission. I'll probably drive it around on the street. Just make sure it's popping in third gear. But we'll do that when springtime comes. If not, then we'll talk to Capizzi, see if there's anything else he can think of. But I think it's good. I think it just didn't shift. Adjustment out of alignment or something crazy like that. So, all right, guys, there we go. The Blazer is ready to rock now. So we got the snowmobile done today. Got the Blazer done today for the most part. Starts up and runs. So what we'll do is sorry about the light there. What we'll do is we'll start worrying about working on Courtney's truck. I've got to order a couple parts for us. Won't be doing that today. I got to order the V-band here. And then I think I have the sensor there. If not, I'll order another sensor for it. And then we do got to get a battery for it as well. I forgot about the battery. So a few things to do here. Got to clean the back of it out, get the fuel cell mounted. But we'll show you guys that once we get to it. So this thing is up on the chopping block, up next. We'll probably order the parts for this today as well. Get this taken care of. That way we know it's good. Get a new belt for it. And I'll see if I can find the tensioner. Someone maybe has it in stock. If not, like I said, we'll probably just pull this one off and see if we can rebuild it. Other than that, last thing I forgot about is this thing right here. So this is my daughter's quad, and she is on my butt about getting this thing done. I tore it all apart, my wife and I did, to adjust a few things. So this was kind of I wouldn't call it a beater, but it is a cheap one. And so there's a few things that we noticed that needs to be done on it. This bracket where the fuel cell mounts is broke. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the fuel cell off. I'll get this thing re-welded on. And then I believe there is another mount, right here. This one's also broke. So we'll get that re-welded on as well. Get that all done. I was gonna power wash it, get it all cleaned up. And then we actually stripped all the paint off. I'm gonna go get a DA sander and try to get the rest of it off. And then we're gonna paint this thing. She specifically wanted pink, white, and blue. So that's what she's gonna get. Got to order a new seat for it, and got to order a new, I believe a headlight or a taillight for it, one of the two. But we're gonna work on this thing as well. Probably won't show too much of this on video, but give me a thumbs up or comment down below if you guys want to see this thing all reassembled as well. All right, guys. So other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off. I know it wasn't high impact, a bunch of drama or a bunch of action, but work in the shop's got to get done. And it's December 21st. And so seems like the off season's already going by pretty fast, and we got a good bit of work to do to hit some goals next year. So as we know, or as we saw, Blazer pretty much dialed in. We got the snowmobile dialed in. Next up on the list, these two rides and the quad. But if you guys don't mind, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys tagging along. Let me know if you guys want to see anything more about the builds, or what kind of action you guys want to see this wintertime. I know the garage stuff can get boring and monotonous. There's a lot of talking, but in our off season, we don't have a lot of places to race. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys as much as we can in the shop, and we'll try to tag along with some other builds that are going on this winter as well. So if you guys have anything else you guys want to see, drop a comment below. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the next upload. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you next time.